want to know is it warranted, given that the underlying fundamentals still seem pretty weak at this stage of the game?
Yes, the US has been leading us quite a bit, and our market, as well as other international markets, look to them for direction. And, the corporate results have been coming up, have been painting a very optimistic picture. And looking forward, we've seen that, the economy is beginning to turn around. But on the other hand, the economic side of things have not been good. I mean, we saw the job numbers yesterday that came out. They were not very encouraging. So people looking for other avenues to actually bring some momentum into the market and to build it up. But the fundamentals are not supporting it at the moment.
Of course, one of the big threats that's out there is the impact of the withdrawal of any economic stimulus and the impact that will actually have moving forward. So what's your feel around that?
Well, they did announce that a while ago, but about maybe a month and a little bit ago, that they would start, easing back on more stimulus packages and more stimulation in the economy. But I think what they were planning to do is to, do it slowly and do it in areas where they feel that, that enough stimulus has gone in there. And we saw that also. In America yesterday, they did announce that with anybody that's new homeowners or first-time homeowners, that they would actually consider extending the deadline as to give them assistance in that area. So I think they would be responsible in doing it, and they would do it at a slower pace than just slumping it on the market like that.
Well, for now, it seems that it's all of this that's given a global market some impetus to stay in positive territory. I mean, even the FTSE over in London, despite Britain's dismal GDP data that came in this morning, managing to hold firmly in the green this morning. So why the tempered approach on the JSE?
We saw the JSE open up very strongly this morning, and that was back on what happened in Asia and also led by the United States yesterday. And then I think some profit taking came in, a little bit of hesitation, waiting for America to open later and see where the existing home sales data is going to come out. So and I've seen it kick up a little bit in the past 10 minutes, kick up again to positive territory. So I think people just waiting and seeing, and a little bit of profit taking here, a little bit of interest there, but meandering around yesterday's close.
Nothing's more evident than the fact that we've seen the pullback sustain in the financial and banking sectors most specifically. Why this turnaround? Because at the start of trade, we had both these sectors trading in positive territory, and it seems to have only just turned around into the negative.
Well, I think what we're seeing in banking and financials really is that, yesterday's anticipation of the MPC decision, and, rates were kept the same. So what we're seeing is that, people and investors thinking, okay, fine, maybe everything has already been captured in the current prices, look for other opportunities in the market, and some people also realizing that, no further stimulus and no further cuts will actually assist the banks and assist consumers in paying off their loans or paying off their debt. So, I just think people looking for other opportunities out there.
In the meantime, in company news today, Anglo American stealing headlines. The owner of stakes in the biggest diamond and platinum producers saying that it may raise at least $7 billion selling assets, including tarmac and steel units. What's market reaction been to that news? We've got Anglo American trading about 0.5% higher so far.
Yes, yesterday they were trading above 2% or so. Today they're above 1%, and the market liking it quite a bit, liking the leaner, meaner Anglo, and having faith in what Cynthia Carroll is trying to do. And I think they think that that 6 billion or 7 billion that the assets they're selling are going to help in somehow mitigating the 11 billion debt that Anglo faces. And Anglo is currently trading at its year-to-date high of about 287 rands. So the market appreciating it and liking it quite a lot.
Especially at a time in Ntombenhle when we've seen the South African metals report for the fourth quarter reveal that the steel industry is unlikely to return to levels we saw between the 2004 and 2007 period over the next 5 years. So would you say timing at this stage has been spot on for Anglo American?
I think it is spot on, but you must also keep in mind that Anglo American has been doing this for over 3 years, and way before X-Charter came into the market, way before John Parker took over, and and I think we saw that when they let go of Mondi and they let go of Highveld Steel, and also sold their shares in Anglo Gold Ashanti. So this is just carrying on. Yes, yesterday was a big announcement in that there was a lot more assets that they let go of and just kept 7. So I think it's just spot on, if you want to call it that, but it's just something that we're expecting from Anglo, nothing new.
Let's take a look at ahead to next week. Of course, we've got South Africa's mini budget in focus here. How much attention is the markets going to, are the markets going to be paying to that?
Yes, no, it's very important. I mean, next week, Tuesday, Minister Pravin Gordhan will announce the mini budget. And I think we'll be looking to see how we expect a widening in the budget deficit, but we obviously we'll be looking to see how big that budget deficit has now become. I think we're expecting about 8.3% of GDP. And also, seeing how the contraction in GDP, what the growth forecast is going to be, are they still thinking maybe about a contraction of about 2% or whatever it is that they're expecting, and revenue, we don't expect much from revenue also there, and I mean also importantly the inflation targeting. Or whatever rules are going to come up with there, because we're still in the 3 to 6% band. The inflation target is 3 to 6%, and there's maybe some rumours that they may widen it a little bit, and that will be very important, considering also that Eskom is going to be raising tariffs and asking for 45% increases over 3 years, and that's going to be important for inflation. And I think it's going to be a big day next week Tuesday.